Welcome back. Royer from Jersey, aka River City Seal Coating, here to take this workshop floor and make it look like that. Check it out. Brand spanking new. All sorts of room for activities. All right, how are we doing that today? Great question. Let's do a quick little walkthrough. Going to be using our HTC 900-pound surface grinder right over there. I'll introduce you to that in a second. Going to be grinding down this floor. Way overkill for the size of this floor. I'll have this floor ground down in like 10 minutes at most. Once we're done, our goal is to remove all of this post-construction cleanup here, this drywall, scratch the floor, remove the first 1/16 inch, and reveal what is known as the white cap. And the white cap is important to reveal. Obviously, you can't coat on top of this. You need a nice uniform scratch pattern, CSP 3 to 4, to maximize the adhesion of the coating system. So yeah, going to be grinding down the floor, coming through with our small Hilti DG 150. Going to be doing all the edge grinding here, getting underneath here, getting that guy some off here. No verticals today, which I love. Usually we have to do vertical stem walls, but today, not that, just doing the floor. So once we're done doing the grinding, the prep work, there's probably going to be little repairs. I see some spall repairs right here. We're going to use our CFS 2-part polyurea crackfill. I'll show you that in 1 second once we get rocking and rolling. And then for the flooring system, it is a 4-part flooring system. Today, we're going to be installing a 93% solid epoxy primer. 97% solid epoxy primer. That 3% helps sweep into the first couple millimeters of the concrete there. Gives us a nice solid surface for the floor to live on. On top of that, we're coming back with our 100% solid epoxy primer, like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, coming right on top of that primer, adding a thicker, more viscous, durable coat. Gonna back roll that out and install Madras flake today. Madras, Italian or Spanish? I'm not even sure. Not good at my English anyway. Madras flake gonna be coming in on top of that intermediate coat, dispersing flake to full rejection. Coming back in tomorrow, scraping the floor, north, south, east to west, getting everything cleaned up nice and tight, and then applying our signature low odor polyaspartic. I think we're doing low odor. I'll triple check. I'll look at my materials tomorrow. I believe it's our low odor polyaspartic top coat. So way overkill for the equipment that we're going to be using today, but hey, no job is too big or too small. We do it all, folks. All right, so let me do a quick walkthrough, show you how we're doing that today. Beautiful property. Beautiful property. Feels like a little pool house over here. All right, this is our HTC 900-pound surface grinder. This is a planetary surface grinder. Interchangeable discs here. These guys are changeable. I think we have a 25 grit blue. This is for harder to medium concrete. You can kind of see they wear over time. The way that it works is as you grind the floor, the bond that holds the diamonds together weakens and reveals the diamonds, and the diamonds are what's used to scratch the floor. So this works in a planetary motion, nice uniform scratch pattern. What's that? Hit something over there. You gotta be careful. Something like that. You gotta be nervous. That's could make or break the day. Uniform scratch pattern, which is nice about this. It undulates. It up and down on the concrete, so it works with unlevel surfaces and doesn't stall on. I gotta get some TLC. Stall on unlevel surfaces, nice and level. From there, it gets sucked up by. It's a dustless vacuum system. Gets sucked up all the way through here. It was a fun little ramping experience getting that down here. This is our last track. This is our dustless vacuum system. This is the brain, basically. This is what powers all of our equipment. Well, actually, the generator is what powers it, but this is what computes everything together here. So this sucks up the dust as we grind. This is a brain right here. You can hook up multiple ports here. We run our small grinder, our big grinder, and if we really want to get sassy, if we're on a big project, we can run our other grinder off that one, which is really nice. Dustless grinding experience. Really good machine. Over here. This is our Doosan Whisper diesel generator, folks. This thing could power the neighborhood. Where's my engine in there? Look at that. Look at that. She is a monster in here. Completely overkill for what we're doing today. So you got to have a little bit of strength here to connect these ends here. Come on, George. Conhuevos, my friend. Got to push. All right. From there, that is towed by this not brand new, but this is a new addition to the fleet. This is our Super Duty Ford 250. Guys, this is what you got. This is what the guys use to tow everything. Seal coat tank, generator. This is my GMC 3500 and the concrete coating trailer that hauls everything. So this is the rundown, folks. This is what everything gets hauled around in. A little organized, disorganized in here. I like to be a little more organized. I want to get my pack out, like chiseled in here, and nice and have a home for everything. But yeah, get the lights installed at the beginning of the. What's this one? No, the lights don't work on the side. That's it. Is it? Ah, unbelievable. Okay. All right, so yeah, let me, we're gonna get set up here, rock and roll. Should not take long to grind this puppy down, but that's the gist of it. Get the tripod set up, and yeah, rock and roll. Nothing we've never done before. Just a small garage. All right, folks, stay tuned, and we'll see you on the flip side. Alrighty, we are down to the white cap. Grinding took approximately 11 minutes with my big grinder, and with the perimeter edge grinder, I didn't film it. I was at the store. It took approximately 34 minutes. So a lot more work to do the edge grinding right here. But that's what we're looking at. The Hilti DG comes in right to the to that edge right there. So you're not getting any vehicle or foot traffic right there. So that's pretty much all you can get to. So that's it. Now we're using the CFS 2-part polyurea crackfill. Let me make you an introduction here. This is our CFS 2-part polyurea crackfill. This is part A, this is part B. What you do is you take part A, part B, you mix them together. We like to use a little ketchup bottle. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. Usually measure out 100, and then shake it up, and then work it out. You know, filling cracks like this. It's kind of hard to see with the sun there. Any small low spots are gonna be treated with this. And what's nice about this material is you can add the mixed material. Once you shake it up, you add it to the sand. And then we create a paste. It's a nice thick like consistency. We can make larger repairs, and we're gonna be using that to come in and fill. Show you right over here. Excuse me, right here. This little ugly area right here. We're gonna get this cleaned up a little more, get that junk out of there. But yeah, with that paste, we're gonna come in and basically fill this void right here, level it out, make sure all these grooves are filled right there, and then we're gonna come back in with the hand grinder and grind that. So it's gonna be nice, smooth transition right there. So helps fill in a lot of those bigger spots. So this is what you want to see. This is a white cap. This is what I was talking about. This is scratch pattern. Let me take the sunglasses off. This is what you want to see. The ring is in the concrete. Obviously, the spackle is all mixed up and that's gone. So, other than that, we're gonna get these cracks started to fill and do the coating. So, phase 1 complete. Let's get rolling on phase 2.
Échame mejor.
50-50. Sí, no, bueno, come on, a little more. Go. Break it down.
A little more. Okay. Las botas, límpialo, jefe.
Muy professional.
Reversible. Es componer reversible.
Alrighty, Carlos is finishing up over there on the threshold, and we are doing some final touch-up. Sometimes if you look at the, face it out from the other direction, kind of looking at the sun, you'll see a lot more imperfections. So I'm just gonna kind of come through, and the primer and intermediate coat would definitely, these wouldn't be an issue. The system we're installing is pretty thick. I gotta stop hitting the off button. Sorry, it'll hide a lot of these imperfections. I'm just going through, I got a little extra time. So now is the time to look for get low. There's one right here, it's kind of hard to see. Anywhere you can, the lower you get to the floor, the better. I got my sunglasses on. You wanna take your sunglasses off. But this looks pretty good. Pretty good from what I see over here. I'm doing one more scan. Now's the time to get everything right, folks. This dries to a nice gray finish. We're gonna come through one more time with the grinder. But this is gonna dry as solid as a rock. Solid as a rock here. Any other imperfections? Now's the time. Get it while the getting's good, folks. And I think that's it. This is what this looks like. Got this all covered up. You want to sit a little bit higher than you intend to. That way when you grind, it's gonna grind flush with the floor there. You don't want it to sit, if you don't put enough in there, it's gonna kind of dip down a little lower. So all I see, this looks really good. Carlos did a good job there. Let's dump this out. This is gonna go bye-bye. That's more though. Yeah, maybe right here, Carlos, right here. One more. Right there, I see a little more. That's a good candidate. You gotta work quick, because I'll show you what it looks like if you don't get it quick enough here. Especially with hot, humid heat today, oh my God. I can't believe I wore pants. I should not have worn pants today. This is not the idea. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, let's see, starting to dry right there. All right, that's the process. That's crack filling. That's probably the second most important step from the, aside from the preparation and the grinding. You don't want anything to show through the floor here, so now's the time to get it all dialed in. So I'm out of breath. I'm tired. I need my Red Bull. I gotta go back. Alrighty. While we wait for the crack fill to set up, I will introduce you to the material we're going to be using today. Concrete Floor Solutions, 93% primer, 100% intermediate coat. So the way that, well, first of all, if you haven't already, let's go check out Jason's channel right here. Wealth of information, awesome distributor, awesome friend. Can't say enough good things about him. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that first. And then this is it. We're going to be going ahead and mixing this up. This is a two-part, it's a 250 square foot kit. Part A, part B. We're going to mix it up in our mixing bucket down there. Get it all out on the floor. We're going to squeegee it, back roll it to a nice uniform finish, come back in, mix up part A, part B, same thing, squeegee it out on the floor, back roll it to a nice uniform finish, and then when we're done with that, we're going to be coming in and we're installing Madras Flake. This is it's a finer flake. This is 1/8 inch, so it's a little bit finer than the 1/4 inch than we normally throw down. So small project, we're going to have way more than we need here, so not worried about it. But if you do have a larger project, the 1/8 flake definitely lives a little bit tighter than the larger flake, so get a little more than you need. Kind of show you what I'm talking about as we work through the project there. So then take all that, throw it into the intermediate coat. Tomorrow, come back in, get everything scraped up, and then do I didn't bring it with me, but the Polyaspartic low odor, Polyaspartic top coat on top of everything. So that's the rundown. That's the material that we're going to be using. Let's go ahead and let's go check this out over here. Fast forward to this. See how we're set up over here. Yeah, we're about to yep. Oh yeah, we're rocking and rolling over here. Yep, this is rock solid here. So we were ready to grind. This is not even 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes and we're ready to go here. All right, so yeah, we're gonna come through one more time. A little bit tedious, hand grinder. Get that ground one more time. And then, what time is it? I think it's like 9:30, so call it 10 o'clock. Got here at 7, 3 hours so far. Not terrible, a little bit of time to set up. No time to grind, a little bit longer to grind the other one. So, all right, folks, let's get going. Alrighty, day 2 starts meow. Alrighty, in case you missed it yesterday, floor did not look like this. We had to come in, we had to grind the floor down with our surface grinder, fix some spalling and some repairs with some cracks, did a 3-part coating system. We did an epoxy primer, intermediate coat, and then we threw in Flake, the Madras. This is the Madras Flake right here, beautiful colors here, really like it. This is 1/8 inch, a little bit finer than what we normally do. And then today we're gonna come in, I'm gonna start scrape the floor north to south, east to west, and then do the CFS signature low odor polyaspartic. I'll show you that here once we get cooking. So, not really happy with it. It was a weird angle. I'm not. It's like a 7 out of 10 on my filming right now. I maybe even a lower. I'm not really super happy with the way the angle was yesterday, but listen, you got to persevere. You got to push through. You got to do what you got to do. It's not going to be perfect, folks. Life is not perfect. So let's get the tripod set up and let's go. Alrighty, it is top coat time. Let me show you how we do this here. Here, we have our signature CFS 2C low odor polyaspartic. Nice little kit it comes in. Get your handy dandy mixing drill right here. Part A and part B. Very simple process. This is a 250 square foot kit. You take these, put them in the bucket, and you mix it up. Nothing crazy. What is great about this material is very, very long working time. 45 minutes to an hour, if not longer. So it doesn't set up as quick as the other polyaspartic. The other polyaspartic that we use tends to have a little bit more of an odoriferous smell. That's probably, I would say, the biggest complaint that we get from the customers is just how much that top coat does tend to linger around for a little bit. So this is virtually no odor with this stuff. It's really good, really high quality material. So we're gonna mix that up. I'm gonna put it down on the floor. We are gonna squeegee it out and back roll. Consistency is king with everything here. So gotta make sure that do a nice job on that. And then prior to that, we're gonna throw in aluminum oxide. This is what we use for the, it's a grit, for traction, for overall just helps with the durability of the floor. So it's this aluminum oxide, it's a 9 out of 10 on the Mohs hardness scale. Basically, diamonds are the hardest substance in the world, and this is right below that. So this adds traction, adds grit, and you kind of go a little bit heavier on the ingresses and the entrances of the floor there. So let's get mixing and let's lay it down.
like this whole world keeps on messing it up. Yeah, I thought that I could do better if I just believed. I'm thinking back to when you were in the sweater that you got from me. It's so complicated. Why is this so?
Alrighty, done and done. Polyaspartic Topcoat has been applied. That's it. Final results, folks. Look at it. Orange peel finish. Super easy to clean, super to maintain. Customer loves it. He just came out. I thought my guys were talking and it was him. I was telling my guys to be quiet and it was the customer. Yeah, done and done. So with the Polyaspartic, you can overwork it a little bit if you tend to, if you back roll it too much. And what I've noticed about the new Polyaspartic, the CFS, is it's a clear. I shouldn't have any puddles left over anyway, I would show you. But if you leave too much somewhere, it's like a clear little finish and it's gonna kind of be a little bit different hue than the rest of the floor there. So just really important that you just squeegee the floor out correctly. Back roll, you want to back roll maybe once or twice realistically. Put down one good back roll, see how it lives, one more final to get everything laid down there. So yeah, not much else there. Really a small little banger, definitely overkill for all the equipment that we brought, but hey, that's what we do. Oh, check out this threshold. Check it out. Where'd it go? You can't even see the old brick. It looks so good. All right, got one more garage to go do. Got to get my phone charged up, get some Red Bull, and let's go, baby. Bye.